Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to change the spark plugs inside the new style Honda Goldwing, year models 2018 through 2024. The Honda Goldwing owner's manual states that the spark plugs need to be replaced every 16,000 miles. So I want you to stay tuned to this video, and I'm gonna demonstrate real quickly how to change your spark plugs from the new style Honda Goldwing. So let's get started. So the first step to replace the spark plugs on the new style Honda Goldwing is to remove the side cover to expose the ignition coils so you can change out the spark plugs. So on this particular Honda Goldwing, you have two front bolts located on the cowl for the fog lights. You have one behind the cowl that you cannot access until you remove the front cover that goes over the light. So that's a total of 3 bolts. And also you have 1 bolt here on the rear. So that's a total of 4 bolts that you need to remove before you can take off the side cover to expose the ignition coil. To do this, I'm going to use a 5mm Allen to take out the 4 bolts so we can take off the side cover to access the ignition coils. So on the front of the Goldwing, we have 2 bolts, one here and one here. We need to take out the 2 bolts. I'm going to use my 5mm Allen to take out those two bolts. There's one here on the top. There's 2 bolts. So now that I've taken out the 2 bolts, I'm going to pop off this cover that goes over the fog lights. Just kind of snap it out. Be careful not to break those tabs. And I'm going to just sit this to the side. I have a bolt right here on the side that I need to remove. I'm going to take out this 5mm bolt. There's the 1 bolt on the side. And here you have 1 bolt here on the back that also needs to come out. That's a total of 4 5mm bolts that needs to be removed to take off the side panel. Now that I have that bolt removed, and now I can work on snapping off this side cover to expose the ignition coils. Also, if you have the Gold Strike 3-way adjustable floorboard, just take out this bottom bolt, remove your floorboard before you can take off this side panel. To take off this side panel, you have a little wedge snap underneath, a hook tab on the front, and you have a rubber grommet here in the center. So the best way to take this off, you want to reach around to the back side, just kind of pull the back. Get your fingers inside of the panel, and as you can see, it snapped. You also have a wedge here on the bottom. Just gonna pull, snap out that bottom wedge, and now I'm gonna push the panel forward. And now the panel comes off. So you have a hook tab and a wedge and a rubber grommet at the top. So 3 points that keep this thing on the Honda Goldwing. That tab, the wedge, and the grommet. So you have 3 ignition coils. It's going to be the same on both sides. To remove the ignition coil, and I'm just going to demonstrate with 1 ignition coil, you're going to press on that tab to release the connector from the ignition coil. You're going to take out that 1 10mm bolt. Just take out this 1 10mm bolt. There's your 10mm bolt. And now you can kind of work out the ignition coil. You want to check this ignition coil and make sure that it's not broken or cracked or damaged. Next, you can take a spark plug socket. I'm using a 5/8. I'm going to reach in with my extension bar. I'm going to take my braking bar and now I can take out the spark plug. There's a spark plug. The spark plug replacement would be the Honda brand spark plug, part number 31917-MKC-A01. It's an NGK plug, the original plug. Take your spark plug. The spark plug already pre-gapped from Honda. Next, you want to tighten down that spark plug. Now you can replace the ignition coil. Put back the 10mm bolt. Tighten down the ignition coil. And now you can put back the connector to the ignition coil. Press it until it snaps. You want to repeat the same steps on both sides. It's the same way all the way around. Now I'm going to put back the panel. I'm going to put the tab in first. Put the wedge in second. Then I can push in on the grommet. So we're going to go tab first. Push in on the grommet. Line up the bottom to push in on the tab. Next, I could put back the Gold Strike 3-way adjustable floorboard. And replace the bolt to put back the Gold Strike adjustable floorboard. And it's just that simple. It's actually really easy in comparison to the previous generation on how to change the spark plugs. If you missed a video on how to change the spark plugs inside of the previous generation, Goldwings, your models, 01 through 2017, you can click on the link in the top corner and my video will walk you through how to change out the spark plugs inside of the previous generation Honda Goldwings. But that's all there is to it. Just go back with your Honda OEM NGK spark plugs or spark plugs that you prefer for your Honda Goldwing. And that's all there is to it. So if you guys have any questions or any comments on how to change your spark plugs inside of the new style Honda Goldwings, year models 2018 through 2024 as of this video, be sure to check the description of the video for any pertinent information. Also, if you got any questions or any comments, drop them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you a little bit later out here in the Caliente garage.